Hello everyone, this is Sura. This post is dedicated to healers, to practitioners, anyone who's in a caregiving position or in the health profession. I wanted to talk about some of the challenges that we face today and what we can do to lighten up on our own blocks, on our own challenges, and address the old healer archetype, which is that of a martyr, a savior, or someone who's self sacrificial and gives out of the self in order to serve a greater whole. And I feel that now is a time where we are moving out of that paradigm towards a place of really understanding the value of taking care of yourself. And more people are addressing this by practicing self care, nourishment, and really paying attention to ourselves as we engage in the practice of healing with others and seeing the benefit of how much more we can give and from a place of joy when we've really filled up our own cup, when we've taken time to be present with ourselves, to be present with our own process, because we spend all day moving energy, being of service to other people, and that is definitely going to move energy for ourselves. And we'll often need time to process, to clear, just to feel like ourselves again. And that old healer archetype of having to give and give and give and give just doesn't work anymore. The second point being the discomfort that comes with charging for your services. In the past, healers or shamans, sages were recognized by society, and they were often supported by society as having an important role. And today we have just an outburst of healers. And the reality is that healers too also need to be sustained in their work, and understanding the value of what you have to offer, and that it's okay to charge money because it's allowing you to sustain yourself and to be able to continue working and being of service to other people. So oftentimes what I do see are a lot of healers struggling with money, and it's really hard for them to pay rent, and it puts them into a kind of poverty consciousness where they feel really stressed out and it doesn't feel supportive. And when somebody is trying to heal and be of service but not feeling that underneath support, the grounding, it can really create a bigger imbalance within yourself. And it's about coming to terms within and knowing that what you have to offer is very valuable. And what I've discovered is that money is part of that healing exchange that happens. I've noticed that when people come to me and they're ready to pay and really pay out of pocket for their coaching, they're making an investment, a commitment towards their own healing. And it's almost like a medicine that allows the healing to take effect because they're putting their money, their energy where they want to see a result. And oftentimes I've noticed much more significant change and transformation in people who are ready to show up with their money, who are willing to make an investment, who are willing to value this part of their journey. And we live in a society today where lawyers are paid $500 an hour and healers are paid $50 an hour by donation. They barely make any money. The point being that it is okay to charge money and to receive money and abundance from the work that you love to offer. And that this is not just beneficial to you, it is also beneficial to others who then have a way of investing, of committing to their own healing process, especially in our society today where people tend to value what they pay for. Money is not evil. Money is neutral. We give it meaning. We can do beautiful things with money. We can do ugly things with money. And by allowing this currency, the currents, this flow of energy to support us, we become part of the whole. We become part of society, the society that we serve. Healers today are being asked to integrate their feminine and their masculine sides. Many healers are deeply in touch with the feminine. They are sensitive, they're introspective, they're much more inner, they tend to spend time alone, and they tend to be introverts. So, this makes it very difficult for a healer to put him or herself out there and to engage this masculine part of self that's about action, that is about doing, that is about making things happen. And in order to really have a successful healing business, which keeps you in flow and keeps the world in flow, we're being asked to really integrate the masculine aspect and not reject that part of ourselves and that part of society, because we are serving the society that tends to be more masculine based. You could call it the yin and the yang of self, the active and the passive. Many healers are much more engaged in a passive energy, and that active energy that's really needed to help create more balance, not just in their business, but in their lives, can really make an impact. So that there's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there with what we perceive as marketing, sales and marketing, which many healers are really turned off by because it seems inauthentic. And I'd like to share with you another way of viewing marketing, which is simply sharing. Sharing who you are, sharing your gifts and what you have to offer, how you'd like to help people. Because people can't receive help from you if they don't know about you. And you can't expect other people to be psychic and just to discover your greatness and the beautiful gifts that you have to offer. So it's really about sharing and raising awareness of who you are and what you do and how you'd like to be of service. Having comfort in really putting yourself out there and engaging with your community. I think it's no accident that healers now are struggling with their business aspect. I think that it's part of a healer's healing path, and that we are being asked to integrate the masculine active part of self within in order to see that healing flow happen for our work, for serving other people. So part of this healing journey is really having the confidence to put yourself out there, to express your ideas, your opinions, to say that you're a healer or a coach or whatever it is that you offer, to really put yourself out there without shame, without fear of rejection or judgment, and that you feel comfortable in fully expressing yourself. And what I notice with healers is that the throat area, the throat chakra, tends to be a little more blocked. Same with the solar plexus, really channeling your divine will, having permission to act from a higher, bigger place that you know is true and authentic. And working with these energies of fully expressing yourself, of being able to even ask for help, because healers tend to be givers. They give and give and give and give. And it's rare that they ever ask and express that they too need help. So being able to balance these energies of giving and receiving, staying within the flow of what makes the world go round, and really releasing the internal conflict that comes with charging for what you do, that comes with giving yourself space for downtime when you need to gather yourself back up, and what it means to market and just to share who you are. And these are some of the things that I wanted to talk about today, that we're moving out of the whole old healer archetype. We're creating a new healer archetype, one that can walk in all worlds. You can walk in the spiritual world. You can walk in the business world. You can be in the different worlds with ease and comfort because you've integrated these aspects within yourself. That's all for today. Namaste.